say this briefly this morning. You know, I laugh when I hear people say they are going to the mountain or they are praying because they have issues. See, prayer is an encounter that prepares you for problems, that prepares your victory before the problem comes. See, I am not saying it's bad to pray when there are issues, because the Bible also admonishes us to pray without ceasing. But a prayerful person should always be prayerful whether there are issues or not, and be prepared for the days that there will be issues. See, there are a lot of unseen things that prayer solves because you have prayed ahead. Do you know the power of praying ahead, or what the power of praying ahead is? You know, you see every young girl, because you feel you are not married, because you feel you are not in a committed relationship, because you feel you have not been devoted to somebody here through marriage, or because you feel that you don't have in-laws to pray about, because you feel you don't have husbands, friends and associates to pray about. You know, you use your youthful age and say, oh, I am in my youthful age, let me enjoy my life. You don't pray to prepare for marriage. That is actually the reason why you see a lot of young people going with pictures up and down to different prayer houses. God help me. God help my husband's job. God help me from these women that are always pursuing my husband. God help me from a bad mother-in-law. God help me from a bad father-in-law. God help me from a bad in-laws or from bad in-laws. Some of these things are coming your way because you were not prepared prayerfully. You didn't pray. You don't start praying when you want to confirm a man for marriage, or when you start talking to a man and the man start proposing marriage. Pray ahead, even if there's nobody in your life. And for the men, do you know that you can settle the kind of life you want to live from the early stage through prayer? You don't need to graduate from school and start praying about job. Why not settle it before you even finish school? Why not even settle it before even getting into the university? Why wait till you have a problematic lecturer before you start going to prayer houses and say, oh, he's not allowing me to graduate, he's giving me a carryover, he's disturbing me, he's sexually harassing me? People pray ahead. You may be in good health now, but you are not seeing tomorrow. Pray for good health tomorrow. Pray against sicknesses, infirmity and diseases tomorrow. You may not be thinking of having children now because you feel you are not married. Pray about it now that you are young, so that when you get married there will not be delay. Pray about it now that even when you get married you will not start giving birth to strange children. See, there is something happening in the world these days. The world has been overtaken by hard drugs. You see young boys, you see young girls, you see people that are supposed to be carrying this gospel. You see people that are supposed to be pioneering this gospel. You see people that our fathers now are supposed to leave the gospel in their hand while they are glorified, going to meet God. You see them, all of them perishing in drugs, hard drugs. And most of these people are trying to come out of it, and they are finding it very difficult to come out of it. Why didn't you pray before time? Mothers, don't wait until they go into drugs before you start praying about it, or before you start praying against it. Start praying against it now. Young girls in your teenage age, in your teens, in your 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, start praying against having strange children, strange husbands, strange mother-in-laws, strange brother-in-laws, strange arrows into your marriage. Don't forget, the Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. Start praying for the man's favor now. That young man, start praying for a good relationship now, a good marriage rather now. See, prayer is something that I am not ashamed of. Prayer is something that keeps you going even when the battle is getting tougher, even when the pain is becoming intense. Prayer keeps you in check. Prayer keeps you above every trials, every temptation. It keeps you above every tribulation. See, we are in a generation where young people are too weak to pray. When they feel they are too big to pray, they are too rich to pray, they are too connected to pray. Oh, with my connection today, I know I have made life. See, don't forget that the one that watches over Israel does not sleep nor slumber. He is the only one that sees tomorrow. You don't see tomorrow. Pray about your tomorrow. Pray about your job. Pray about your old age at your young age. Pray about your retirement even when you are actively working. Pray about so many things that you want to achieve and yet you feel you have not gotten to that stage yet. Pray about them. Prepare ahead. There is nothing as good as praying ahead. See, it is never too early with God when you pray. God will not say, oh, it's too early for you to say this prayer. Pray ahead. The Bible says pray without ceasing. That means when the prayer point is finished, you bring forth another one. Settle your tomorrow today. Settle your next 10 years today. The best thing that can happen to a man's life is to have a life that even when tribulations come, you are already conquering, you are already winning, you are already ahead of the devil. Prayer keeps you ahead of the devil. I can repeat that. Prayer keeps you ahead of the devil. Most of the battles you are facing today are things you would have prayed off, you would have prayed away, you would have settled even before you even entered into that thing that you have entered now. The world is so deep that you can't afford to live a prayerless life.